I hope everyone's doing well. We're going to continue the 3.4 Trailblazer mission today. Gonna go into my settings again and change up the sound. There we go. Now it should stay on for a bit. I used up all my fuel. I used up all my fuel trying to farm for Finon. So I am now fuelless. So
Nice.
it might take a little bit longer to build him now. But I also try to build Archer a bit. I don't have a lot of the quantum set, so he's really starting from scratch. Hello, Alpha. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today, and thanks for redeeming the highlight. How are you? Hello, Chaos. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today too. How are you? You really are. Hello, Spooky. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. How are you doing? I had to repair my phone because of email problems. Oh no! I hope the email problems get resolved for you soon. Hello, by the way, did you get Archer? Yup. He is kind of unbuilt, but I'm glad we have him because he's my first DPS. My first quantum DPS. I don't really have a lot of quantum characters that aren't like supports. So wait, was that Trailblazer's bat? Anyway, I'm glad I have him, so it should be easier to beat some bosses now. Alongside Finon, hopefully Forgotten Hall gets a bit easier. I heard he's quite good. I think he ranks like higher than Saber, right? Not too sure, but he's apparently quite good. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much for the 20 stream streak, Alpha. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm voted by that in stream streak. Ooh. Yeah, that's like Trailblazer's bad. Yeah, it's in fixed. Yay, I'm glad it's fixed. Yay, Archer! Yay, it's him! Hello, Rui. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. Let me do a shout out for you. There we go. How are you? Are you gonna get Saber? Ooh, I think I'll pass on Saber. But she looks pretty cool. Are you gonna go for Saber? I heard there's no English dub for both of the fake characters. So if you want to hear them talk, you have to switch to like Japanese dub, I think. I feel pretty EP though. It's getting close to midnight. Also, I got a fast tomorrow. Oh, I hope your fast goes well, Spooky. Take care and rest well. Wows. hello, Cranium. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. How are you? Thank you so much for the third stream streak. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Still waiting on my stream count. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little sad I want their voice in JP. Yeah. Doing good. Our comms process is going well, and I got both Saber, her Lycone, and Sparkle. Oh, congrats! Let's go! No Ian voice, yes. Oh. And I'm keeping it English. Ooh. Also addicted to Umamusu. I have a surprise for you guys, actually. So, I've been seeing a lot of it online, and I got influenced. So, actually, stream schedule will be a little bit different next week. I'll be playing Uma Musume on Sunday. I want to like, I don't know which girl I'll name, but I'm really interested in mating Goldship because I want to see how chaotic training her is gonna be. Because I heard sometimes she's not very like cooperative. And she's like super fast, but she like throws matches sometimes, and she also drop kicks you when she wins, so. I love my chaotic horse daughter. You mean you made all of them? Ooh. I know one of the horses, Haru, got like a lot of grass donations, I believe. It's really sweet. She's eating very well. I also ran out of stuff to level relics, but this one is turning out kind of okay so far. So he has that set up right now. But he is in the process of being built. I did all my dailies earlier today, so we should be good on that front. So at the end of last stream, I was getting like a little iffy, so I'm actually gonna backtrack a little bit from where we stopped last time. So we'll be going back a few. Here we go. We'll be starting off from here, where Lygus is gonna show us the last Merle, and he's gonna talk about like the cycles and like Eon and what's going on. So we'll start it from here. ...
At last, Amphorius's fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, your arrival will change everything.
Wow.
After all, you've also been bathed in that Eon's gaze, which can awaken the long-dormant instinct inside a man.
You know, Lygus would never feel lonely, because he has arms hugging himself all the time.
Like that scepter we spoke of earlier, it was only under the same Eon's glance that it was reborn. That's right. If you recall, I mentioned it at the very start of our play. The celestial body neuron, once belonging to the Erudition, abandoned by the Eon. Now, allow me to reveal the final piece of the puzzle for you. The Eternal Land, known as Amphorius, is nothing more than the Scepter's endless, lonely extrapolation.
We're in a simulation!
A bottomless well of fury, aimed at the god who cast it aside.
Man, that's a lot of blood. Final era nova before the eternal recurrence begins.
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur. So has it always been.
Then why? Why must Amphorius's wishes be so cruel?
You know, I think it's really cool how you can hear the difference between Finan's voices, like upon reaching Era Nova versus before. Because before he sounds like a really cheery, like happy guy who's trying his best to, you know, lead the world to a better place. But now his voice is deeper and he sounds really burnt out. Like he just sounds really tired and really sad.
We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
Oh man, it's everywhere.
You see it too.
The music is so soothing, but also so post-apocalyptic. You know what's cool? If you look at the sphere that Kefali's holding, the red is a bit reminiscent of the Erudition's eye. Especially like with the whole Lygus decapitation. It's eerily similar to Noose's eye as well.
This burn mark. The flickering cubes. You're not a tide at all.
That's too much Black Tide ASMR. It's everywhere. Oh no. Hello, Absolute. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. How are you?
They're more like a shattered teleslate.
Man.
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been clearer. Turns out, they were coming from the black tide all along.
Oh, poor guy.
Is that Amphorius crying?
Or maybe it is screaming at its creator. that it's God.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark, cold room with nothing but Orynyx's curtain glowing like crystal. The curtain seemed to contain all of Amphorius, where strange and fantastic dramas played out within. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Perhaps it wasn't a dream.
It was the cycles.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become reality. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Amphorius is merely a larger ID Silicii. We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over. What then is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
Absolutely love this track. This melancholic harmony is breathtaking. Right? They really cooked with a lot of the Amphorius soundtracks.
As a reward for reaching the end of the world, let me answer your questions.
Lycus's voice is so perfect for his character because it's so unnerving.
As the Theoros, I have observed.
Like the pauses and then the ho 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 ho.
Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life formed. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known as Amphorius has finally achieved results.
So, the results you speak of are this wreckage of a world. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true. As the model of reason, he reached unprecedented heights. But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect heroes and gods. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
Man.
But this
Yucky.
time, your plot will fail. I've taken Caphali's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Yeah, you can't return it. Lycus is watching. Might go Anaxagoras mentioned. That's my scholar. That's my scholar. Let go. The model of reason. He's just so wrinkly brained. And yeah, it turns out Haru never won a race when she was a racehorse, but she very recently won a retired horses race where she could race other horses just for fun. Oh, she won! She got her long way to win after retirement. It was very sweet. A lot of people sent her the fresh grass donations as a congratulations. Oh, I love how she like works so hard, and when it's a race, that's like for fun. She does really well in it. That's really sweet. I'm so happy she won. I think she raced in like what 117 races before in her career. Wow. Whoa. Hello, Caleb. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. How are you? Good evening. Lygus is being a sussy baka.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. You've seen this world's evolution, witnessed the birth and growth of the Black Tide, and how it devoured everything.
Like, as if it's an experiment, you gotta have a control variable. What's your control
Every
variable?
generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was born only to be destroyed by it. This is the endpoint of Amphorius's calculations. A perfect equation of destruction.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
That's messed up.
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire.
Bro.
And without fire, there can be no sunrise tomorrow.
Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation,
He's like, that's not the kind of sunrise I want. Where's the hope?
Curious question.
What is there left? Everyone's
Have you
dead.
ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following a different path from the erudition? It has long since granted divine blessings equally to each child. The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself.
The Nook mention?
Amphorius's Chrysos heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Aeon to burn the universe.
Bro's doing too much.
Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final destination.
Oh my gosh, that laugh was chilling. Something around that number. Ooh! Hello, Chikama. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. How are you? And thank you for the hydrate. I sip. Hello. Are we still emotionally stable? I am right now, but at the end of last stream, it was... Oh man, it was a moment. I just know poor Final's gonna go through
Nikos
so much.
496.
Like, he's just a silly little guy.
Philia 093.
Let him play in the fields. And have fun and enjoy his
Need
life.
to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. Just step forward, embrace the Black Tide, and accept the Aeon's gaze.
Dang, they're gonna get deleted off the code once they do that. What the heck? Like, it's just doxed. Right! Like, down to the username. That's crazy. Like, as we talked about this, you know? How would Nanook feel knowing that you doxed people? That's not very
You
nice
come
of
to
you.
life from a stream
Don't be
of
like us,
cold
guys. Don't
numbers.
dox people. It's
Along
bad.
with all those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphorius's long-held wish. In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this tragedy.
Ho, 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 ho. Evil laughter ensues.
Or we could always choose another option.
Sorry, I've been cooking.
Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Aeon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right?
Like, is is like, dang, we made Cyrene too smart. Oh man. He's like, hey, programmer, remove that line of code that makes her smart and aware.
Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality,
Yeah, we got Fooly watching.
this world has already been under the watch of other eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
Oh, bro's compensating for something.
You're pretending. Revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us. Covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphorius.
Dang.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you are capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple. But we're not gonna tell ya.
It's a secret. Let go! Bye, Lygus. Evil, no good, very bad Lygus. Yeah, he's up to no good. Third option activated. Hello to you. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. How are you? Oh my gosh, bro got decapitated.
We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing.
Delulu's the Salulu.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this. Right?
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream.
God behind.
Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here. And it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chased journey.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive the gods, deceive the world itself.
Philly, we need you to accidentally introduce an infinite loop in the code. Thanks. No, not the infinite code.
But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you...
Guys, why is my Wi-Fi really slow recently? Ah, Fooly, was that the infinite code? The infinite loop you added? Man, Cyrene.
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of the distant world. Tell her about the flame chase journey, and then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice, erasing time again and again, resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me, and I will always have my charm. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some small corner of the world. Quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
She's in the void.
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I will burn myself to light the way. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide,
They're gonna burn him.
I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no matter. As long as I don't extinguish, the flame chase will never end. Until Amphorius welcomes a true dawn.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past and forge ahead.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story.
You'll start all over again.
I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start everything. Carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold so dear. So long, Kaslana.
Kevin!
At the Theros I have observed.
Yes, eyeball!
Is formed.
Oh. It's final to the form in the mirror fragments.
I will wait for that day for as long as it takes.
Oh,
The day will
cycle.
come whenever this eternal and follows in our footprints. The right anything than what ever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Oh, his tears. gosh, Siren became part of a sword. Philly, we need you to accidentally introduce. Oh, sorry, at that. Philly, you can call me Philly. I see your eyes hiding in your Wi-Fi. No, Philly, not my Wi-Fi. Is that why OBS has been stinky? Because Philly was hiding in my Wi-Fi.
The
Come
world
on,
is
Philly.
collapsing,
We talked about this.
and the people are crying. We too must part ways here. Friend.
Question mark,
Ides
question mark.
Elysiae, the little village of my childhood.
My childhood.
The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger. Everything
Mystery
is as it
hero.
was. It feels good to take one last look. You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae, I know.
Is this true?
I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again. You can stay here forever. And time will stand still for you. Let it flow. It's time for me to go.
This is
Even
mystery
if it's a
hero.
path with no turning back. When have we ever had the luxury of turning back? Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called paths.
He looks so sad, guys. The light is gone from his eyes. His eyes used to be so shiny. They're so dull now. Poor guy. My back had one of the most scary moments of my life. Oh no! What happened? She was recording all the memories you're making, but OBS doesn't like the lack of wiggle room with Philly. Oh man! Turn level's clogged. Oh no! Is it unclogged now? I hope it's unclogged. Hello, Sketch. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. How are you doing? Smash. Hello, Smash.
If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. The person I wish to become.
This is like his perception of the deliverer from the story
A
of his
real,
childhood.
living person.
He
Then
wishes
why
he
do
could
we
be
part
the
here?
hero. The
You
hero
can take me
within.
with you, and we can start this journey together. I'll be by your side, guiding you, just like before.
It's his subconscious hero figure.
No,
The deliverer spirit.
I'm afraid I'm on my own this time. Why? Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Cyrene has already embraced her fate, and I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator, bringing endless fury to the darkness sweeping the world. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can't afford a soldier who wavers.
You sound so defeated. It breaks my heart.
Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like a ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy and simple for them. But when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos. And go, Kaslana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Seize the core flames and rewrite your fate. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight against the gods. In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Cavalier will never forget this.
Flame Reaver and Nidok on top! Oh man. Okay, we're back to where we stopped last stream. Yay! We're here again. We're gonna be Hysolins again. Yeah, first time ever in clogging one of those. This is so much. I've never even played this before. Right? Like, it hurts even more when you do the first part of this quest and he's just a silly little guy. Like, he's like, oh hey, my childhood friend, let's go and, you know, go to Cyrie's tarot card readings. Oh my gosh, I hid this from my teacher, you know? I'm scared I'm gonna get detention for spelling things wrong. Like, he's just such a warm, happy guy. And then the minute he embraces his fate, he learns about his origins. The light leaves his eyes. His voice gets deeper, like his whimsy is gone. He sounds like he wants to cry, but he can't because he has a duty. I feel so bad for him.
So, time retreated behind me.
And every single time the cycle resets, everybody gets replaced. Nobody knows what's going on. He's the only one that knows. As a deliverer, he's the last one standing. He carries the memories of everyone else. Nobody else has to go through the same pain again. With each cycle, there's another siren. She doesn't know what happened. It's just poor Finon remembering everything, dealing with it himself. OMG, bro, I'm definitely not a Chuny. What do you mean? Not
Until
me,
it
not me.
reached the origin, where nothing ever existed.
Guys, he returned to the primordial
Just
soup.
as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true. That mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Cyritra, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on the Titans. And that was the first doomed flame chase journey, sealed away in history.
Man. First one.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the Flame Chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly.
Oh,
So,
the sides are so down.
Dux Gladiorum, please take me to meet Her Majesty Cyritra. I must share the truth with her.
He's so sad.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me Hysolins, nameless swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one.
I wonder if Finon's like the most generic guy name ever. Like, like that's why she's like, such a name could never be your true one. She's like, no way, that's your name. It's so basic. No.
But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Finan or Hynan? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide secrets best left unseen?
Finon! Finon is actually like Finon's alias when he opens up a bakery in modern AU with My Day, and there is no Flame Chase journey. They're just running a bakery and they're happy. There are no more cycles. Bro's just enjoying his life, please. Wowie, it's Queen Hysolins. wow. I love what they did with her, like, stomach, with the bubbles and everything. Like, her hairpiece too? Gorgeous. Astounding. I love her design. Hi, John Smith, World Vegas. Right! Like, the most generic name they use for every math question example. That's just what Finon chose. That's why nobody is like... That's why everyone's like not buying that that's his name. They're just like, oh, your name is John Smith? You sure about that? Now they mentioned that Nick can still say, oh, nickname? Oh, do they? In the old one? I don't remember. Oh yeah, get ready for 90% what comes out of Heisen's mouth to be water or ocean puns. Really? I'm excited. My eyes are open.
All right, nameless Swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern.
She's like, that's not my job.
My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts.
She's like, that's her standard.
There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intentions through action.
Gosh, it hurts so much seeing Finon's face now. Like, right after we got out of the one cycle where he was just playing around in his hometown. And he sounded so... Like, the joy and whimsy is gone. It breaks my heart every time I see how dead he
Perhaps
looks.
you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
The light's back on his eyes! He's happy again in his model! I'm gonna pretend he's fine. He's happy, guys, trust. But now with the stomach, oh, she has like a really cool transparent part of her stomach that has like little bubbles and like water. And since a really insane person confirmed again. Ooh. She's like my fifth cousin, 2 times removed, for reasons I don't know. I was like Sudoku. Oh, nice. How did your rounds go? Are you doing like one with a lot of columns? It's canon now. I miss Finon when he was happy, guys. Every single time I think of Finon, I think of like a giant fluffy Samoyed. So when I think he's sad, it breaks my heart. Because I just think of a really sad little dog. Is this how Acheron havers feel? Whoa! I don't have to fight these guys anymore.
Oh. Nice moves.
There's a common ancestor. we share a most common recent ancestor. Oh, whoa. Phylogenetic trees go crazy. Is that what she's gonna say next? Maybe we truly are related. Like it's every time I say because of video that I've seen before. Oh.
We just
Which video
washed
did
it
you see
away
before?
and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
I'm gonna disturb this guy right here. He's like minding his business.
Light up the door.
Hello.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
See her tummy! It's pretty!
At last. I can meet with Her Majesty Saridra herself. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
She's like, don't make fun of my height! And don't look at his clothes like that! Wait, what? Huh? Okay, I got it slowly. I will miss your live reaction to Redacted, but I'll catch it in the VOD. Oh, okay! Bye, Sketch! Take care of yourself. See you. Good night. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And thank you for watching the VOD. I really appreciate it. See best that Black Tide ceased to exist. Shout out to Finon. Are we pulling Hysolence? I really want to, but I think I'll have to pass her up the first time she comes around because Dan Hung's coming out right after. But hopefully in a rerun. I really like her design. She's talking about every short kick out of her. Don't bow. She hates when people taller than her. Kneel down. Sounds like she's had to give that lecture 100 of times. Oh, absolutely. I bet she's seen so many people get kicked out of the throne room. She's like, what did I tell you? I told you not to bow.
She really is down to earth.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
I don't know if I feel reassured. What if I come within 4 steps of her? Gosh, it sounds so crackly. Black Tide noises everywhere. Oh? Wait, huh? Great Emperata Sirja? But that's Aglaya! Huh?
Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Little hostage?
It's you.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Saridra?
She's on a business trip.
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her. The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals.
Oh man, time travel issues. I saw what you did, Mr. Fano, when I was on the elevator. No, I did nothing. No. Yeah, it's our friends. You get to see them again.
Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see. It's a trap.
Oh, no one believes him. He has to fight against his friends.
I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysolence. If my sword shows any hesitation...
Poor guy's just trying to save the world, but no one's
Don't thank
believing
me.
him.
Thank them instead.
They're like, do we know this guy?
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
The way she calls him white-haired Swordmaster instead of the usual Snowy.
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct, Lady Treby?
How does he know your meaning?
How is this possible?
How does he know your prophecy?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treby. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you, but do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie.
Dang! So all the other finals are just gonna stay on Ides Legia.
I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova.
I wonder how his life is gonna play out if Ides Legia is gonna be invaded by the Black Tide. Maybe he'll just become a normal civilian in Okema then.
Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement.
Man, the trail of blood got longer.
The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand. But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphorius encountered a turning point in its fate.
Oh?
Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time.
Oh, the light reflected in his eyes.
Yes. In that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clear. I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans. One by one. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome?
Oh no! No matter what he does! Oh. Two of them! He tried so hard thinking things would change, but it's still the same! No matter how hard he tried! I think he's gonna be arrested now! Kazana ends up in jail before he could even start his journey! Well, that's why he's way far in the past. Kind of forgot Treeman Hysolins are thousands of years old. Dang, they're like old. So I need to set something straight. We play as a prophet from the future sent to the past, who then gets called a fake, and we're trying to make people believe us. Finon so depressed, right? Yeah, basically, the Finon called Kazana, that's his real name, ends up in a series of cycles to prevent Era Nova, which is like the end of the world. Because everyone in Amphorius, all the Chrysosairs, they're programmed to think that Era Nova is this really great thing that's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna be reborn, everyone's gonna be happy, and there's gonna be new Titans and everything from the Chrysosairs that inherited the core flames. But we found out Era Nova is not as great as it sounds. So Kazlana is a time traveler essentially, and he's trying to reverse everything.
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius.
Oh, dang! No more demigods at all?
At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies.
So that's Finon never met my day!
Why didn't you shed even a single tear?
Finon's like, how could you? Those are our friends! He's become so numb, he knew. It's happened already.
Your
He's lost his
indifference
friends the
chills
first
me.
time.
To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
Oh.
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
Does he have to kill his other self? Oh. Oh man! Does he kill himself?
After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future, I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball.
Like that guy from Greek mythology.
Fly. Fall.
That's literally
Fly.
him.
Fall. Climb again. And fall.
Keeps pushing it up and up. Never to
only
stop the
freedom
fate of the
nymph
world.
had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point.
Oh, he's so nice.
After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
This is start all over again. You know, I understand why at the end, you know how we were like, Flame Reaver doesn't talk at all, but he seems to still hold a very strong drive to make sure that the Flame Chase journey doesn't succeed. Like, I understand, like, Kaslana goes through all these cycles over and over again. At some point, he just becomes an empty shell. Like, he's just so burnt out from it all. The only thing he can remember after cycle again is that's the only thing he remembers. That's the only thing he holds. He doesn't even know if he's Kaslana or like the final of the next cycle anymore. He has to watch the same people die over and over again. He even has to kill himself, the poor guy. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Abnormal fluctuation were detected in his mind. Oh shoot, in his mind function! Oh, no wonder Flame Reaver can't really say anything anymore. Each cycle, like, he literally loses his mind after each cycle. But then despite all that, he still very strongly holds on to the hope that the outcome of Emporius will be different. So he pushes himself through until he doesn't even know who he is anymore. He doesn't know, what exactly he's doing. He just knows that he has to stop the Flame Chase journey no matter what. Like, that's the only thing he remembers about himself. I can't leave now. It's getting interesting. The first devastating failure. Man. The unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence and successfully loaded into the buffer. Man. Regress the extrapolation process and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. Oh no! Oh gosh! Records of all of his accounts! Eternal Recurrence 2. Subject Kaslana adopted a strategy similar to the Eternal Recurrence 1. No substantive impact on the experimental progress was observed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated normally in sequence. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Recurrence 3. Minor adjustments detected in Subject Kaslana's strategy. Decision waiting for avoid sacrifice of past companions has been increased. After verification, his adjustment did not have a substantive impact on the experimental progress. Oh. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated normally in sequence. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Recurrence number 15. Subject Kaslana attempted to decompile the Black Tide for the first time, aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization operations against specific subjects represented by the 12 Chrysos heirs. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated normally in sequence. Oh, again! Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Recurrence number 42. Subject Kaslana's 11th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. The decision waiting for avoid sacrifices of past companions showed a minor decline. Oh! Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs terminated in sequence. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process. He went from trying really hard to make sure his friends don't die to trying to attack the direct source. But it seems here he's starting to lose himself a bit. Like, instead of trying really hard to make sure the other Chrysos heirs don't die, he's like forgetting. Like, you can tell by 42. He's starting to lose himself. Eternal Recurrence number 133. Analysis of observations from Eternal Recurrence number 83 to 133 indicates that Subject Kaslana's strategy is gradually converging with that of Eternal Recurrence 42. Over synchronicity risk detected. Potential cognitive function degradation suspected. Oh no! After 42, he really started losing his mind around 42. The only thing he can remember is just trying to breach the Scepter's lair again and again. And eventually he started targeting the other Chrysos heirs too. Admin notes, this will undoubtedly reinforce the Irontomb's destruction vector. Oh no! Within expectations, no intervention required. Continue observation. Oh no, he tried so hard to prevent the destruction. But he's helping it. He's gotta last for that many more. He's already losing his mind, the poor guy.
Absolute nonsense.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots.
He's like, what am I supposed to live for now? You just told me the answer.
Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The Black Tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
He's mad because he just ruined the element of surprise for him. He's like, you telling me I was cooking all along? You already knew? Where's the joy in that? Fine on. Get it while I can. Oh, bye, Suki. Take care, Russell. Stay well. Good night. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you have a good rest. Good night. Somewhere out there in the HSR universe, I took that person.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
He takes a little bit of comfort in that.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles. Too bad.
He's like, I have personal beef with
Now
them.
only you have the ability to do that.
He's like, hey, so if you see an Anaxa out there that like is actually chill with the Titans, like, you have my full permission to go after them.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble Titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
He's like, I gotta help you, you know? What kind of teacher would I be then? Like how there's just two black tide creatures just vibing in the
I've
back.
already heard the same thing countless times.
Oh, he offers every
Enough
time.
chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Oh, we're back here to get the core flame reason.
Light up the door.
Yeah.
Light up the door. Light
Oh
up
my
the
gosh, this is
door.
where we faced Flame Reader.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
I have.
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You were already much luckier than the other students. Hold up.
He's just chilling
Keep
there.
your
Press
wits
the
about
tape.
you. Someone's watching us.
Oh my gosh, Cypher! She's gonna cause some mischief.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, Whitehair?
You sure do love stealing the spotlight.
Cypher,
In the name of the
what?
7 sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, Catgirl.
Whoa.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy.
What?
Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Here we go. Again.
Oh, the pause before he says again. He's seen it so many
Core Flame
times.
Thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the Grove with nothing but empty threats?
Hey, this gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh,
No, he's stealing it!
I like you. As a return favor, please come search his core flame right here.
No, give it back!
Close. I'm out of here.
It's time to rewind time.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the Flame Chase journey, Lady Treby never managed to teach me Orynyx's miracle. But along the way, I learned a thing or two.
He taught himself.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm going backwards.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
Alright, Coreflame, hand it over.
You've arrived, Zagreus. Always so punctual.
How did you know who I was?
What? You know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, Spirit Thief. Hand over the core flame, and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
Save. You sing better than any bard.
I love how you can see Cypher chilling in the back.
If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Amphorius has ever known. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body.
He's not a disaster, he's trying his best.
Don't make me laugh. You'll just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number of core flames I carry is...
1,596.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos heir. How is that even possible?
Can you imagine how painful it must be burning
We've
him up
come this
inside?
far.
1,000 of them?
And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Just carrying one is really difficult already.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing.
Oh, gosh.
You...
This is the final warning.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brett, if you got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body.
No, don't fight him! He's gonna kill you! But if Bartholos dies here, who's gonna...
Future will come. No other choice but forward.
Who's gonna help Cypher out? At the end, when we have to lie to protect Okama.
I'm fine. The future will come.
Bartholo got hands! He's ready to throw them too!
In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
Cypher took the real one!
I know. It always plays out like this. The Spirit Thief covers for her, and the Trickery Demigod escapes with 2 core flames. And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more, exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning, yet so naive.
Oh, she's gonna die here
Since
too.
you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cythera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. Maybe the road you're walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames.
Oh, Nexa, no.
For all time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried, because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now, aren't they?
He's not afraid to attack him.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
The past final didn't want to be a deliverer. He felt like he wasn't worthy. He wasn't strong enough to be one. But he had to burn away the wholesome deliverer. The yellow figure we saw early on. The one that truly wanted to protect the people.
I don't want to argue anymore.
To steal
No
himself.
matter what I say, the outcome won't change. Make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate, and hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, we all have the right to choose.
Oh gosh, when his eyes enlarge like that, he really looks like he's losing it.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction written by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the Traveler and the Scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this. In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end.
It's so sad. He just wanted to protect his friends, but now he has to kill
It
them
happens
too.
in every journey. Always the same.
Everything's the same. He's become so numb to the pain. Oh. I feel so sad for him. Can we answer the story real quick soon? To help him? My heart breaks. The fact that he's seen the same thing happen over and over again so many times. He's become so numb to it all. And it's so hard to play that role because no one is... He believes it's the right thing to do, but is it really? Nobody else sees the same vision as he does. The same people who used to be by his side, encouraging him, have now become people he had to kill. Honestly, the point that Anaxa made is so right, though. The fact that it's like... Are you just leading Amphorius down to destruction each time as you lose more and more of your humanity? Like, the duality between the Fainon we knew versus Kaslana. Fainon was a very, like... He tried really hard not to let rage consume him. He wanted to be, like, a story-worthy deliverer, a hero that would protect all people and lead everyone to a new dawn. But the more cycles Kaslana goes through, the more he's straying from that path. Like, he's not protecting the people anymore and trying to prevent Aranova. He's actually killing people. And he can't feel anything anymore because it's happened so many times. Every single time the same thing happens. Like, these people he used to be so close with, he just, like, it's hard now. And Backhouse is a sad story. It's sad! I feel so bad for him! That's why I'm killing his friends now, so I promise kill friends. Right? Like, he went from being the sweetest, kindest guy who wants to make sure everyone is safe and happy to being the one that kills them all. And the worst part is, he's alone in the experience. He's just trying, but the more he does, the more he fails. It's like a floundering fish. Each time he kills more and more people. Each time he gets more and more consumed by rage. He's not creating a new future for Amphorius. He's like escalating the destruction. The sun actually represents all of Chrysosaur's flaws. Oh! That's pretty interesting, actually. Like, him representing all the Chrysosaur's flaws, and at the same time, he's also taking their core flames. It's like with each core flame he takes, he's embodying their flaws. You want to know one by one? Sure! Or do they bring it up in the story later? If they bring it up in the story later, can I, can I discover it myself? No? Ooh, okay, indulge me. Oh gosh, I feel so sad for Final. Eternal Recurrence 134. Subject Kaslana's 103rd attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Decision wait for void sacrifices. Past companions approaching 0.00018. Over synchronicity risk detected. Each time it happens, he becomes less and less afraid to sacrifice his companions. The cycles of the 12 Chrysosaurs terminated in sequence. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Recurrence. Oh no, it's 5,000th time! 5,297. Subject Kaslana's 5,266 attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysosaurs terminated in sequence with a trend of acceleration noted. Oh no! Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation. Oh no! Now not only is the decision factor decreasing, but he's the one who's escalating their deaths. Gosh, this is how he became Flame Reaver. Subject strategy now nearly identical to Eternal Recurrence number 42. Mind function degradation detected with possible irreversible damage. Oh no, irreversible damage! You know what hurts about them presenting it like a research study? The fact that it really makes the whole simulation factor stronger. The fact that he's not a real person going through all these troubles, but rather he's just like a code, like a line of code. Like, they're talking about him like he's so detached, like he's not even real. They're just like, oh yeah, he's in a controlled study, and it dehumanizes him, and it hurts. Administrator directive received. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. They're just gonna let him. They're just gonna let him lose his mind. They don't even care anymore. Eternal recurrence number 12398. Subject Kaslana's 12,367th attempt to reach a Scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysosauros terminate in sequence. The extrapolation process regressed. Oh gosh, it's the same every time. His 23,748th attempt. His 46,614th attempt. His 71,212th attempt. It's the same every time. He's just been repeating cycle 42 over and over. 79,900 and... Oh my gosh. Oh. And he has to still keep going. Oh man. Gosh, I can't imagine how tired he must be.
You don't look so good. Deliver.
It's Mighty! Mighty, give him some reassurance, please. He's
Even after going through 108,642 cycles.
Are you gonna kill him too?
Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
He still calls him Deliverer.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah. I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle.
Wait. Wait, if he only meant it sincerely in the first cycle, is Mighty also conscious of what's happening? Everybody else calls him the same. They repeat everything because they're part of the simulation. But does Mighty... like, still have some memory of previous cycles? The fact that after Mighty sees what he does every time, he doesn't mean Deliver sincerely as a hero anymore. He means it in a derogatory fashion.
After that one and only time we walked side by side, every time since, it always ends up like this.
Oh.
Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot, and the only way to kill you.
You think he looks at the Phynon of each cycle he goes through, hanging out with Mighty, and he wishes that times were simpler? Gosh. Remember how in, I think it was 3.1, we saw Flame Reaver come out of nowhere and he went straight for Mighty's back? Which was really suspiciously timed considering Mighty just told Phynon his weak spot. To bear the weight of the world, he must bear no flaws. More than likely, so may adequately bear all of them once the world ends. You know what that makes me... You know what that reminds me of? The process of having a scapegoat. Like, one person that takes all of the faults of the world and basically blows up at the end of it, so nobody else has to hold those faults. It's like one person holding on all of the pain so that everyone else may have an easier life. It's just that the circumstances of the following cycles makes him use it in a mocking tone rather than a genuinely brother in arms. Like, it'd be crazy if Mighty also knew and he was like the one variable that isn't exactly the same. Glaius was the losing of her humanity. I will tribute for now. Mighty's was his immortality. Sun never truly gone as the loop continued. It's her hands of death, death to tens of millions of lives with his hands. Since Flaw's which he showed her was nothing but a lie, such as the nature of the animal that the Kaslan was created. Cypher's flaws her isolation, having to bear responsibility only Kaslan is the enemy to. Oh, that's so painful. the poor guy.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
Oh, killing My Day must be the hardest for him.
Have to remember how this feels.
Though he's losing his memories, his mind abilities, he wants to remember this part at
Remember that I
least.
was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the Flames of Strife. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing the demigod of strife means there's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Is the fight enough this
Step
time?
forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance.
Oh, the slow walking. What's happening? Oh, each time. Each previous cycle before, where he had to face him. Oh, he transformed!
Martyrs, behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun.
My Deimos Lance of Fury!
And will not end till death.
Trying to temper myself. Tomorrow.
Oh man, he's got a solo!
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
For the sake of fairness.
I salute you.
It's so cool how the core flames surround him.
That's all I ever wanted.
I should stack them.
Quench the flame's blood. Chaos. Is that all? Branded with strife.
I know, I always get nervous fighting Nikador.
Hail the new dawn. So with substance, all stars burn to ash. Feel the scorching hatred.
Sweltering sun doesn't fall until it burns out. We keep going!
Empty shell. Quench the flames of blood. Her agony. One now. If you can deliver. Use the flames of your fury to scorch your own flesh.
stick with the standard model.
Mighty Horse. Let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
Well fought. You may crown yourself. My blood. In your next life, I shall once again block your path. Deliverer, I wish you eternal victory.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loom, and pain and despair spread across distant lands. The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed, even if it meant burning this body to ash.
Oh, the flames are getting stronger. Oh man, he still has so many. Oh my gosh, 2 million.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach.
Every cycle where he must fight my demons are starting to blur together. Oh. Hello, Moonlit. How are you? Thanks for stopping by today. How are you? Oh my gosh, I gotta blow my nose. I'm in pain, chat. I feel so bad for him. This baby meter time only lets you hold up to 7 stacks, by the way, so you can let it rip whenever you like it. Oh, okay, thank you, Kurium. I guess do the stacks increase if you get more Eidolons for him then? Okay, I'll use it at 7. Thank you. I thought it stacked a little more. I was like, wait, it's not increasing. What's going on? Gracious in defeat, right? Like a true warrior's defeat. 2 million. She's any calculation how long for 2 million. And the fact that he's repeating the same thing as Cycle 42. But the Chrysos heirs, their deaths are happening sooner and sooner in the timeline. Working on a new HSR OC. Ooh, have fun! I think they do, but I don't quite remember. Oh, okay. Thank you, Curdio. Can you imagine if he could stack a lot? Oh, he's gonna be so strong.
Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the next life.
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
The way he pauses more now?
Allow me to ask.
Like he can barely talk now.
How many core flames do you carry now?
It's really burning him away.
24,041,183.
He's gradually turning more and more into Flame Reaver.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic firewood.
No matter. I will bear this burden.
I feel so sad.
As long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death. Indeed, you are not the Finan I know.
He's changed so much.
Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful.
Also, the way he's pausing, like, you can feel that the core flames are really burning him. Can you imagine how painful it is to hold that many core
I
flames?
know I am not your match.
And it's hard to even carry
having fallen
one.
under your sword countless times. But even so, please understand that my resolve is not to be underestimated. Even Kefali cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, not even a god.
The way the other Chrysosairs are like, bro, you can't do this alone. It's so painful. Like, you know, we can help you. And he's like, no, like, I'll just take care of it.
And it is
every
precisely
time.
for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past.
You know what's sad too? The fact that all of the Chrysosairs, you can tell that they have so much animosity towards him now. These are the people that he used to
Please
have by
turn
his
back.
side.
Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy depths.
Pox now! What?
At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
It's time to temper myself. For tomorrow! I'm fine.
I ask you to rest here.
I must transform my soul into a raging fire.
All of this,
She's like, what are you doing this for?
how is it any different from that brutal future?
You're trying to prevent the future. You're destroying more.
Hail the new dawn!
The way all the Chrysosairs are telling him. Like he's leading the world to destruction instead.
Keep him here.
Sun tear the sky! All stars burn to ash! Empty shell!
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Then let this be a tribute to your million struggles, fought time and time again.
Gosh, she sounds so.
Sun's embers, hail the new world's dawn!
His voice gets rougher and more every time.
Lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is
flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame. It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and illuminate the dawn of Amphorius that's to come. 2,003,432 cycles. 24,041,184 core flames. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
To our boy Finon, he's just gone through so much that he can't feel anymore. Like he's losing his humanity. He's losing the empathy. Sorry, Bill's character, no! I'm sad. You know the feeling of being so sad. You're just sitting there and you're like, man, my heart hurts. This is a very heartwarming quest. Thanks, Xiaoji. I just feel so bad for him. Like bro needs a hug. Bro needs a hug, his friend's back, and simpler days where he didn't have to worry about saving the world or holding onto the core flames that are literally burning him alive. Like, let bro return to his hometown and play around and go to school and spell things wrong, you know? My new OC is called Ready. She's something from our universe, and her banner title is Moonlit Hound's Duelist. Ooh, that's a pretty banner title. Did you write it too? Yeah. It is right under my desk, like a whole box. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna cry multiple times this stream. I have cried. I feel so bad for Finon. I want to give the poor guy a hug. Like, can we like pat this guy's head and give him a hug and get him yellow shirts and purple pants? And let him appraise some artifacts, please? I miss how silly he was at the beginning of last stream when he was just a little guy. Like, why does he have to suffer like this? The fact that he's doing what he feels must be done, while also simultaneously escalating the fate he's trying to avoid. And all of his companions that used to reassure him and be like, oh yeah, you're doing great, sweetie, you know? Like, you're a deliverer, don't doubt yourself. Everyone's like meeting him with so much animosity now. Like, there's not a single person there that's reassuring him, telling him he's doing a good job. Like, everybody's like, you're doing a bad job. Like, don't do this. Like, what are you doing? You're just escalating destruction. The fact that we see in previous quests that he really takes validation from other people, like he asks Anaxa, like, what if I'm not truly meant to be a deliverer? He talks to Maide, and Maide's like, yo, don't worry about it. Like, he doesn't have anyone now, and he had to go through multiple cycles without friends, without reassurance, just by himself. The burden of knowledge, the burden of responsibility, going through all of this again and again by himself. Like, I'm just sad. Very heartwarming, more like heartbreaking, because like, this is the sound of my heart breaking into a million pieces for this guy. Romantic journey like never before. This doesn't feel very romantic, chat. This feels like I'm reading a 24K AoE fanfiction where it's like hurt, no comfort. And trust Saudi word when I heard I don't trust it. He's like, guys, trust. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so heartwarming. You guys are gonna cry, like tears, but like happy tears, right? She's kind of remembrance. Ooh! That's our final plot come in perfection and heroism. I feel really, really bad for him because it's the whole like you're genuinely trying your best, you're doing what you think is best, but at the same time, you know, it kind of reminds me of Sunday in a sense, where Sunday is trying really hard to basically create a better future for everyone, but he's ignoring other factors, like how Sunday ignores the fact that people would prefer having the freedom of choice, you know, autonomy, you know, like actually being able to feel and enjoy your life even if your life is harder. In a sense, Finon's also playing a very, like, savior type role, where he's like, I'm just gonna take the core flames, if I do that, Era Nova will not happen. But is that the right decision to make? Like, we know from Sunday that the people didn't want to have their autonomy stifled if, you know, despite their lives being harder, if somebody doesn't give them, like, multiple rest days. And it's like the same thing with Finon. Like, he's killing his friends. His friends are like, is this really the solution? By destroying more? By killing more? How are you being the deliverer that swore to protect the people? You know? Like, where was the purpose from the beginning? Like, Finon's purpose from the very beginning is to protect the people, make sure nobody has to go through pain and suffering. And the way he did like a whole entire 1E on that, and now he's like, if I get the core flame, you know, it becomes like a shift from focusing on the present to focusing on the future. So he's like, you know, things are being justified now. Like, as long as Era Nova isn't reached, you know, I'll do anything to make sure it doesn't happen. Poor Finon. I don't want my Firefly touch that thing after what he did. That's a Remo story? Oh, sleepy. He's driven by a desire for perfection, which leads him down a path of isolating himself and repeats sacrificing his companions over millions of simulated cycles to prevent the end of the world. It's really rough because he believes that his vision is the only correct vision. Like, if he strays from that, then it's gonna be the end of the world. So he feels like he can't trust anyone. He can't trust his old companions that he used to trust for validation. Now he's just like, the only one who can shoulder the pain, who knows the right thing to do is me. And that just isolates him from everyone. It's like a very sad, very lonely kind of feeling to have. Like, when no one understands what you're trying to do, but at the same time you feel like that's the thing that needs to be done. You're so obstinate on trying to achieve that you don't consider any other possibility. And the fact that if he just had like maybe one friend that was guiding him down each cycle, and that one friend is gone to let him repeat those cycles, that's rough. Like, I feel like if Siren was around, she'd be like, yo, Finon, you're kind of losing it. And then he'll probably be like, oh, right, oh, my bad. You know, it would have helped if Siren was there for him. But the fact that Siren had to sacrifice herself to give him the power to keep going through these endless cycles, like, he can't. And I bet he also doesn't want to connect with any other, like, companions he had in each cycle, because he's gonna have to part with them again. And not only that, like, I don't think he can even connect with them anymore. Like, he's lost the ability to feel true companionship. Gallagher basically said, I'm not gonna be around, let me make sure my pet has a home. The fact that Sleepy afterwards was like really noticeably trying to look for Gallagher and Gallagher was gone, I was like, how do we tell Sleepy?
You're here, as always.
I wonder if the hero within still is the same, or it's also shifted. Because
You're
he
still
shifted.
lingering deep within me, never fading away.
The Deliverer is like his last semblance of hope.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right?
He hopes that one day a true Deliverer will come.
You're still waiting for a miracle.